Have you ever wondered why saving seems so impossible, yet some people make it seem so effortless? I'm sure you know why saving is important. Maybe you've even started saving. Great job. However, the real struggle is staying consistent. Sometimes distractions creep in, and before you reach your goal, your savings take a hit. I get it. The moment you decide to save, life comes knocking. Data subscriptions, food cravings, your friend's actually wedding, just a lot of unplanned financial obligations. And before you know it, your savings gone. But then let's be honest, why is saving money so hard? First of all, there's inflation dragging the value of money like a generator that has refused to start. Then you have aggressive online marketing and social media pressure making you buy things that you don't even need. And then let's not lie, most times we just don't have the discipline required to save consistently. I used to be that person who thought that I earned too little to save anything. In this economy, what am I earning that I'll actually have enough to save, especially during my youth service? At that time, I was earning 98 and I was like, save how? What am I going to save? Is too small to save. After my youth service and I started working, I used to be that person who will save whatever is left at the end of the month after my financial obligations. And guess what? There was never anything left. It wasn't until I changed my perspective, it wasn't until I changed my mindset that I began to see results. And that's why today I'm going to give you realistic, no excuse discipline tips that will help you save consistently even when it seems impossible. Number one, you have to set a clear saving goal. And I'm not talking about just a general, okay, I need to improve my savings this year. You need to make it specific. How much do you want to save? By what period do you want to have saved that money? For example, I want to save 200K by the end of this month. I want to save 500K by the end of the year. Not only specific in the amount and the period, you also have to be specific about your reason. Why are you saving that money? Do you want to invest it? Do you want to make a capital purchase? Do you want to go for vacation? Make sure you write it down somewhere you can see it. Write the vision, make it plain, and keep it somewhere that you always see your reason. That reason is what is going to keep you even when the initial motivation has worn off. The second tip is to automate your savings, because you see, willpower, it's a scam. No matter how strong you feel your willpower is, listen, if you have to move your money manually to your savings, guess what? You're going to get distracted, you're going to forget, and other obligations, other financial obligations will overtake your desire to spend, and then you begin to procrastinate, and then December will reach and you've saved nothing, you've done nothing, your target has not been met. That reason why you want to save the money has not been met, and it's just another year gone. So instead of positioning yourself to keep finding excuses why you're not saving and why you're procrastinating, take advantage of technology. You can use apps like Piggyvest, Cowrywise, Kuda. These apps will help you move your money before you even touch it. The purpose of technology, the purpose of these apps is to improve your discipline and your efficiency. Number three tip is the ultimate money hack. Pay yourself first. See savings as a bill on its own. Before you make any other expenses, before you pay any other bill, make your savings first. Separate that savings first. Pay yourself first. Take it out of your general expense account first. For example, if you're earning 100K, you can take off 20K before you do any other thing, especially if your income is unstable. This rule will be especially helpful for you. Whatever amount comes in, whenever it comes in, just make sure you take off a percentage for your savings. no matter how small the amount is. Listen, savings is not about the amount you earn, it's about your level of discipline, because saving is all about compounding interest. It keeps piling up, you keep building it, and that is when it's going to make sense. So the best time to start is now, not tomorrow. No matter how small it is, even if it is 2 naira, even if it is $1, keep it aside. It's going to build up and definitely is going to help you do something in the future. The fourth tip is to lock your savings, because you see, temptation is real. Don't deceive yourself by saying that you're going to save your money in an account where you have an ATM card. In fact, it's not even enough not to have an ATM card. You can always walk into the bank and withdraw your money. Use apps that will prevent withdrawal by setting penalties even when you insist on withdrawing, because a lot of times we are our own financial problem, and when your money is just readily where you can, yes, it's separate, but you can still access it, you find out that something comes up and you have to dip into your savings. However, if it is locked up, if there's a penalty for withdrawal, you might be open to finding other ways to solve that problem. And that is why having an emergency fund is very important, so that your savings don't take a hit. When you see that you can't get your savings and you don't have an emergency fund, you'll probably be forced to borrow. And if it is not an investment you are borrowing, you might end up in bad debt. So it's very important for you to have an emergency fund alongside with your savings. The fifth tip is to turn your savings into a fun game. You can set up challenges that will motivate you to save, like a no spend week where you avoid spending on non-essentials for at least 7 days. You can start up a challenge or join a challenge where you save in increments, like 1K this week, 2K next week, and so on. After that, you can even reward yourself. But be careful about giving yourself rewards that require financial obligations. There are a lot of things you can do in self care activities that don't require direct financial obligation. You can do that so that you don't hit your target and then take yourself few steps back. That will bring me to my next tip. Get an accountability partner. If you struggle with discipline, especially in saving, especially in your finances, never underestimate the power of an accountability partner. Get a savings buddy, someone who you check up on. You guys can do the challenges together, the games together. You guys can set a joint target. You can also find yourselves for non-compliance. Piggyvest is an app that also helps you do this. There are target savings plan where you can join. Your money is locked up for you. No one has access to your money. As soon as the period is over, you have access to your money. There are some that are locked for 365 days. You just keep putting money in. You can put money in daily, weekly, monthly, and it's locked until a particular period. And whatever it is that you are putting, at the end of the day, you have your money for yourself. The important thing is that you are not doing this alone. Okay, you have others. When you see others, when you are doing something with others, it encourages you, it keeps you going. You don't get discouraged to stop. When you're doing things with people, it keeps you encouraged, it keeps you disciplined, and it keeps you consistent. Accountability is a powerful game changer when it comes to setting up new habits, especially savings and your finances. After you write down the reason for saving that particular amount of money, also keep in mind the satisfaction that you're going to feel at the end of the day when you can afford whatever it is you're saving to afford. So once again, let me leave you with this. Saving is not about the amount of money. Saving is about your level of discipline. And when it comes to discipline, the more you do it, the more you get better. It's a muscle that you keep strengthening by actually doing that activity that would discipline. So let me know in the comments, what's the hardest part of saving for you? Let's discuss. Also, if you like this video and enjoy this type of content, remember to like, subscribe, and share. My next video, I'm going to start a series on money mindset. If that's something you're interested in, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll know when I upload that video. And also, if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.